"Don't seat her near the front. She'll embarrass us," my mother whispered about me. But loud enough for everyone to hear. I froze as guests turned, my sister avoiding my eyes while adjusting her dress. "You've always been the problem," my father added, shaking his head. I swallowed the humiliation just as my phone buzzed in my hand. I looked down at the message and everything inside me shifted. "My name is Brielle Carter. I'm 34 years old. I plan events for a living. Weddings, parties, perfect moments for people who smile in photos and mean it. It's ironic. I spend my days fixing details, calming chaos, making sure everything looks flawless. But in my own life, I was always the flaw they pointed at. My younger sister was everything they wanted. Perfect, polished, admired. People loved her without trying. I tried and still fell short. Years ago, I built something of my own, a small event business. I poured everything into it. Late nights, early mornings, hope stitched into every plan. And then it collapsed. Fast, public, painful. My family never let it go. "See, this is why you shouldn't dream too big," my mother used to say. "You embarrassed us," my father would add. I carried that weight, quietly. Every time they laughed it off in front of others. Every time they turned my failure into a story for sympathy. I got used to shrinking myself. But deep down, I still wanted one thing. Not praise, not approval, just basic respect. I wasn't rich. I wasn't glamorous. I didn't have a perfect life to show off. But I had something they didn't expect. And they were about to find out. If you've ever been labeled the disappointment in your own family, you know how it feels. It stays with you. It shapes how you walk, how you speak, how much space you allow yourself to take. Have you ever stayed quiet just to keep the peace? I did, for years. But silence doesn't always protect you. Sometimes it slowly erases you. The wedding looked perfect. Soft lights glowing, flowers arranged with precision, music floating gently through the hall. I noticed everything. It's what I do. But I also noticed what was missing. Me. My seat was pushed far back. My name wasn't in the program. No one asked me to help. No one called me for photos. I stood at the edges, watching a life that looked polished from afar but felt hollow up close. Then I heard it again. The older one, well, she's the family disgrace. My mother told a group of guests with a soft laugh. A few people nodded awkwardly. I felt the words hit harder this time, not just because they said it, but because others believed it. I walked up to them, my chest tight. "Why would you say that?" I asked quietly. My mother didn't even look at me properly. "Don't start anything today." "Just act normal for once," my father added, irritation clear in his voice. Normal. Like I was the problem. Like I didn't belong in my own family. I stepped back, my ears ringing. The sound of glasses clinking, laughter, soft music. It all blurred together until it felt distant. Then my phone buzzed. I looked down. "We need to talk. I have proof." My fingers tightened around the phone. I ignored it. Minutes later, it buzzed again. "This isn't what you think. Please read." My heart started to race. I stepped away, near the hallway where the noise faded into a low hum. Another message came. "They lied to you." I froze. My chest rose and fell faster. Part of me didn't want to open it, because if it was true, everything I believed about my past would break. But another part of me needed to know. Before I could react, the next blow hit. I overheard relatives whispering nearby. Such a shame about her business. I heard she ruined everything herself. I felt anger rise, not loud, not explosive, just steady, growing. I turned and walked toward my mother again. "You've been telling people things that aren't true," I said. She sighed like I was a burden. "We did what we had to do. To lie. To protect the family's reputation." That was the moment something inside me shifted. Not pain. Clarity. I walked away without another word. Later, during the family toast, everyone gathered, glasses raised, smiles wide. I stepped closer. No one moved. "You wouldn't fit in this part anyway," my sister said quietly. I looked at her. I'm your sister. She hesitated, just for a second. Then she straightened her posture. This day has to be perfect, she said. Please don't make it harder. That hurt more than anything else. Not anger, not cruelty. Just distance. I stepped back again. Alone. My phone buzzed once more. I finally opened the messages. Files, screenshots, emails. And one voice message. I played it. A familiar voice spoke. You deserve to know the truth. Your business didn't fail on its own. My heart started pounding. More messages came through. Evidence. Clear, undeniable. My parents had been involved, talking to investors, planting doubt, turning people against me before I even had a chance. I leaned against the wall, my breath shaking. All those years, all that guilt. It wasn't mine. What they didn't know was, this wasn't the first time I'd been sent something like this. I had ignored it before. I wouldn't ignore it now. I called the number. They picked up immediately. I have everything, they said. Messages, timelines, proof. They didn't think you'd ever find out. Why tell me now? I asked. Because they're still doing it, and you deserve your truth back. I closed my eyes for a second. Then I opened them. Calm. Focused. I'm done staying quiet, I said. Inside, the reception was louder now, music stronger, laughter sharper. They looked relaxed, confident, certain that I was still the same version of me they controlled. They were wrong. When the speeches began, I stood up. No invitation. No permission. I walked straight to the mic. At first, people thought it was planned. Then they saw my face. The room slowly quieted. My father stood up. Sit down, he said sharply. I ignored him. You called me a disgrace, I said, my voice steady but cold. A ripple moved through the guests. My mother forced a smile. This isn't the time. No, I said, looking directly at her. This is exactly the time. I connected my phone to the screen behind me. The first message appeared. Whispers started. What is that? Is this real? My father stepped forward. Turn that off. I didn't move. You told everyone I failed because I wasn't capable, I continued. But you never told them what you did behind my back. More messages appeared. Emails, names, dates. Clear. Unavoidable. The room erupted into murmurs. That's serious. Wait, they did that. My mother's voice cracked. This is being taken out of context. Then explain it, I said. Silence. Heavy. My sister stepped forward, her voice shaking. Mom, what is she talking about? No answer. Her eyes filled with tears. Tell me this isn't true. Still nothing. She looked at the screen, then at them. Then back at me. You knew, she whispered. No, I said quietly. I just found out. Her face broke. All this time, you let me believe she ruined everything. My father raised his voice. We did what we had to do. The room went still. That sentence landed harder than anything else. My sister shook her head, tears falling now. You destroyed her life to protect your image. People started stepping back. The energy shifted. Not admiration. Judgment. I took a breath. I was never your disgrace, I said, my voice calm but firm. I was just the truth you couldn't control. No one spoke. I stepped away from the mic. And I walked out. No one stopped me. Outside, the night air hit my face, cool, quiet. For the first time in years, the noise inside my head was gone. I wasn't carrying their story anymore. I was free. Later, I heard what happened. Questions, confrontations, silence. The perfect image they built shattered in one night. My sister called me the next day. I'm sorry, she said, her voice soft, broken. I didn't know I should have seen it. I know, I said. There was a pause. "Can we fix this?" she asked. I looked out the window. "We can start," I said, "but things won't be the same. Because some truths change everything." I didn't go back. Not to that version of my life. Not to those expectations. I moved forward. On my terms. They spent years calling me a disgrace. But the truth gave me something they never could. My name back. Have you ever been blamed for something that wasn't your fault? It leaves a mark, but silence isn't always strength. Sometimes, speaking up is the only way to take your life back. If this story felt real to you, share your experience. You're not alone. And remember this. You don't need everyone to believe you. You just need the courage to believe yourself. Send this to someone who needs strength today. Because sometimes, the truth doesn't just set you free. It makes you unstoppable.